Well, Paul Osew, Rob Tuvey, talked recently about Robbo's way of implementing new ideas. Does it help that you've been familiar with that from academy days?
Yeah, 100%. So obviously when Robert did get the job, it was a thing where I was already used to how he coaches and how he tries to implement things. So him trying to bring things that we used to do in the under-18s into the first team wasn't different towards me, to be fair. It was more of a thing where I already know, so I need to try and lead and help the team to try and get it around. Yeah.
Is one of his strengths where perhaps you're not in the team and he can take you aside and say, look, you're still part of my plans for the future?
I mean, it's not the best not hearing you're not in the squad, but in my head mentally, it's for the team. Like, do you know what I mean? You just got to be here for the team and make sure you're still there to encourage the boys on and off the pitch, you know what I mean? So that when the time comes to take your chance, I'll be ready. You know?
And we see that you thought you may come on against Sheffield Wednesday, but you really shared in the euphoria at the end of that game with the fans when we got back from 2-0
No,
down.
definitely, 100%. The boys did well to come back. They showed great character. As again, maybe I did want to come on, but it's how the game's going, you know what I mean? Maybe if Shay's squad didn't go, maybe I could have come on, but it's just like that again, you just got to be ready. You got to be ready at all times, whether I come on or I don't come on. Show the same entitlement to get the boys going and get them through 90 minutes, both on and off the pitch, again.
And your close friend Paul Osew, he shows what can happen when you sometimes through injury or other things you have to wait for your big chance. Look at him now.
100%. Paul got thrown straight into the deep end, did he? Straight, what's that now, 390s or 290s? But no, when he was injured, I just had to obviously do my part as a friend to keep him mentally going and just keep pushing him that, listen, it's around the corner, you'll be back soon, you'll be back soon. And obviously, we're all doing the same for Will now, so hopefully when he gets back, he'll be back straight back in.
In terms of PK, did you make sure that he had the right tunes on in the card and
yeah,
get his own way with it all?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, when the injury first happened, we just had a full-on quiet journey straight in.
Really?
The most awkward car journey we've probably had yet, but I knew I still had to keep him on his good side, so when he wasn't in, I was calling him, just making sure he was alright and all the normal stuff, yeah.
Because he's the type of character who, he seems like a big personality, but it just shows how injury and those setbacks, you have to deal with it, don't you?
It is 100%. Obviously being injured, he always says, for him, it's going back into that dark place. And obviously me being injured myself, I know the type of feeling it is, so you really need to make sure you're checking on the boys and keeping them in a good mind, make sure they have a good mindset, and when he does come in to do his physio, rehab stuff, still keeping him going, like you said, car journeys, make sure we've got the right music on, still having fun, and the same conversation. We not really try to talk about injuries, but I might get thrown out the car. But,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Does he give you any say with the music? Because he drives, doesn't he? And the other one.
Yeah. To be fair, we both listen to the same type of genre of music.
What do you listen to?
Yeah, Afro beats. Here and then it might be in traffic. You might come out and
yeah.
bust a little music right in the middle of traffic. But PK is a great guy. But yeah, we just share the genre of music. To be fair.
In terms of Lincoln away on Tuesday, of course you came on as a late substitute, and how rewarding was it to see the fans afterwards who travelled all that way on a Tuesday?
I mean, to be fair, that win was massive for us. It was very massive, and the boys we really felt the energy of the fans. The fans, they were really buzzing after the game. You could see how excited they were, even though they had to travel that far to come to us. But me coming on as well, I just wanted to do the job and make sure we crossed the line 90 minutes and make sure that we kept that 3 points, and yeah, that's it.
How do you feel yourself? Because you've played 3 or 4 games this season and you've looked sharp. Do you feel you're really ready to whenever you're required?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously I've had a little setbacks, or little injuries, but definitely I'm ready. So when the time's coming, I'll be ready.
You've played 44 games for the first team, so approaching the half century. How much a part of this club do you feel?
It's massive. It's massive to be fair because 50 as only 20 as well. You don't really get that.
People forget that in a way. You are still a young lad, aren't you?
You have guys in the Premier League that haven't really been involved in the first team, whereas I'm here in League One, coming up to 50 appearances, still young. You know what I mean? It's just every young boy's dream, to be fair, to be playing first team football. So coming up to 50 is really exciting, but obviously I still got to take it game by game and just be ready and take my chances when it comes.
Does that really vindicate your decision to join Wimbledon? Because obviously you could have went to a high level club, be playing development football. Here there's a real pathway to that first team.
What I love about this club, I love that the fans, how the fans are, the manager, how the environment is as a team as well. Whether you're having an off day or a good day, you're still getting ways to improve every day, ways to develop every day. Whether it's come from your manager or your teammates, everyone is just like very inspiring around here. So it does really want to make you just play for the badge and just stay here and just live on the dream. It is the greatest story of football history, so just gotta keep living it.
Does it really help as well when you have different things going on? Like the other week Ben Ryan was in to give an inspirational talk about his time in Fiji, and there always seems to be something different going on, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Sometimes you gotta look away from football and see how else you could be inspired and then relate it back to your game, and that's what Ben's been doing. I feel like also Sammy,
Sammy Lander.
Yeah, he's been coming in showing us different ways how we can still be effective, and it's been very helpful. Whereas our subs have been finishers, right?
Yeah.
So finishers have been coming on, have been coming on, and they've been having an impact on the pitch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it really does help having these people coming in to share their experience elsewhere.
What type of thing does Sammy say when you're in contention to potentially come on? Is it like motivational stuff?
So like the other day, I sometimes watch videos of maybe season before of just clips of me, and so Sammy asked me, "What's that you're watching?" I was saying that was just old clips of me, the good stuff. So he was like, "Oh no, that's very good. Keep doing it." And also maybe try and watch some maybe like motivational stuff that will keep you going, because I have spoken with Sammy, whereas sometimes I feel like I need a little motivation to get in before the game starts. So he was telling me about maybe try listening to motivational speakers and all sorts, and we've obviously had later conversations as well.
You can also go back and watch that Rochdale clip from 2 years ago.
That's
just over 2 years ago.
That's part of the clips where he had my goal in there that comes in about second or third, that really gets me going. I just remember, listen, you've got goals in you. Same as the Arsenal game, you've got goals in you. It just keeps reminding me, that encourages me to keep going and keep pushing. The time's coming. When the time's come, you just take it.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And Saturday at Plough Lane, we're back in front of our home fans and against a top of the table team. So as a footballer, these are the kind of games you want to be involved in, aren't they?
Yeah, 100%. As I said, if I do come on, it's a team performance. We just got to make sure that we're ready at all times. Wigan, listen, they are a top team. That they are just a team. It's 11v11 on the pitch at the end of the day. We believe we play better football, and I feel like why not? We can win. Why not? Especially with the fans behind us. The fans are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The fact that we could draw, and the way they celebrate like we've won 3 points is amazing. You do not get any fans like that anywhere else. I'm telling you now, 100%.
It's great to hear. And there was a mention of you on the website yesterday, your answers to a Q&A with Black History Month.
Yeah.
And part of it you mentioned, how that goal against Rochdale provides inspiration, but also your background. Was it quite a tough upbringing in Brixton? Do you look back sometimes and go, this is how far I've come?
Oh yeah, 100%, definitely. I mean, there could have been times where you could have went off the wrong path, but without the right support and like your family pushing you on and helping you on, without like playing in the cages and even your own friends like telling you, listen, wow, you're good, like the support and the encouragement that you get from, say, your area or whatever, it just makes you devoted to want to like be that change. Do you know what I mean? So Yeah, 100%. It was hard, but I wouldn't say it's a thing where, I don't know how to put it, but I wouldn't say it's a thing where you have to prove to them that you can get out. You know what I mean? I don't really have to.
No, I know what you mean.
But yeah, for me, it's just always been football, and football's just motivated me to get to where I am at this stage. So,
It's always been your main outlet in your life then?
Yeah, definitely.
Not athletics, because you're rather fast.
Nah, I did have an option to do athletics, but I did choose football over athletics.
But what time were you down to? 10 seconds or something like that for the 100?
I do not remember.
Can't remember, but it was faster.
Yeah, it was definitely fast.
Yeah,
I
you
did
can
one
believe
point.
that.
I did beat the fastest in one booth at one point.
Did you? For the 100?
Yeah, 100 meters. So
Wow.
I did get offered, but I did turn it down for football.
Yeah.
That's where my heart was. So
That's good to hear, and thanks for sharing all that with us, Paul.
definitely no worries.